know if you can hear me now, but if you can, I am really far away from my computer. Can you hear me now? Sorry about that. Last 10 minutes, I started getting a headache, so I needed to get a patch on and get some Tylenol in me. I apologize. You can hear me. Okay. Still getting used to the mic, so. And I think the reason it doesn't work on my lapel is all me, because there is a thing going on with these mics that they're doing like a promotion thing on Amazon. There's a link underneath the video to it. It's a 3-in-1 mic. I have it hooked to an audio jack. It works in my audio jack and in my head jack. I just have to reset it in my settings to its mic in is what I have to reset it to for it to work for me, but I haven't tested it on the phone. I really liked the sound of it last week after the live. I won't be messing with it. So hopefully y'all don't get any weird. Yeah, it was bad last week when I listened to that. Well, that's one way to start a live. I knew I was going to do that. When I was listening back to the video, I was like, oh, I really like that, except for the first hour I was listening with this thing, and that wasn't pleasant for you guys. I'm sorry. Good morning. Sylvia is otherwise occupied. She is at the hospital getting her infusion. So, and good morning, my big tidy up. Good morning, Melissa at Practically Creative. Ladies and I were doing some brainstorming this morning, and I'm trying to get a calendar together so I can get my thoughts together so I can plan my lives better, hopefully. If not, I've got block of the month. I've got holidays coming up. And I did. Oh, there we are. Thank you so much for all the links. Best mods ever. And if you haven't visited my moderators and friends, there are links over here in the chat. There will be links below this video at the bottom. Just scroll down, click more, scroll down to the bottom, and that's where you'll find any affiliate links and things like that. I am affiliate with Amazon, so I do get a small commission or, on some buys. If you use my link within 24 hours, buy something, it'll still bring it up under that you've used my link. And I do appreciate the clicks on the link just to check out what I'm doing. It shows me that you're interested, even if you don't buy anything. That's fine. Don't tell Amazon I said that. Good morning, Fern. I think we got the tech figured out for the most part. I did get a wireless mouse and a wireless keyboard. I don't know if it was that it just wasn't fully charged or what, and I just realized I don't have that light on. We're going to go with it. I'm not getting up again. That's why I have a headache. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning. I think your microphone holder is working splendid. I'm so happy that you're getting through your technology issues. I know it has been so discouraging for you. Thank you, Dee Dee. Dee Dee said that. And it is, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate y'all hanging on, by the way. No, Dee Dee comments. I know I always say I owe comments. I worked over at the kids Thursday morning, and I donated plasma. This is just what I've done in the last week since the live. I went Thursday morning to donate plasma, and well, sometimes they have trouble with my veins. It's all dependent on who's doing the poking. And you can see I'm still bruised, so I can't go this week. Hopefully Thursday I'll be able to. But I did did the 30-minute drive to donate plasma to find out I couldn't donate plasma, but they still paid me. And I was like, I don't really think that's fair, but I do appreciate it because I think she went through the vein. My husband thinks she went through the vein too. You may not want to hear that. That doesn't bother me, but it happens. It is what it is. So anyway, after that, I came home. My son and granddaughter were home that day at their house. So I didn't go over there Wednesday because they forgot to leave me the key. So I went over there Thursday, and I spent the whole day over there trying to help a little bit. I'm telling you, they are tidy and clean. I just go over there to tweak. And excuse me. I see you. I see you. Melissa wants my attention. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I think I said good morning to Fern and Sherry. And there is a little lag time between me and the chat. So if it takes me a minute to see it, if you do exclamation COLEEN, it will get my attention no matter what device you're using. I know the @ thing doesn't work on some cell phones. Exclamation COLEEN. I have programmed the Nightbot, which is what I use to moderate chat too. my name in orange. And if you do at Coleen Sews and Chats, there'll be a menu that comes up and you can click my name there too. I want to see that bruise up close, please. Why are you taking joy in my pain, Melissa? No, I actually took pictures of it the other day. I was going to send them to you. See if I can get closer. So working at my son's didn't help. And I have had ice on this thing every day, all day. My lower back's killing me because every 15, 20 minutes I got up to get ice, let it get back to room temperature, and I took it off all day, every day since I got home Thursday. It prevents me from doing anything else because I am right-handed. And they didn't want to do the left arm. So fun. Okay, thank you. Not to enjoy pain. Okay, thank you. Melissa says, I was just curious how far it spread. I know, I was teasing. I was really teasing. Melissa and I are BFFs, in case you didn't know it. So we tease. That thing is all again, no matter where I put it, so I'm going to hang on to it. Okay, so today, what I have planned. I wanted to tell you guys about over on Halo, Angel's channel. She is doing a sew along. She had done a pillow tutorial. Scrappy star pillow is what she'd made, and she'd asked if they would want it in a quilt option. So she designed it into a quilt option. Hers is going to be FPP. There is another lady along. Thank you so much for sharing Angel's link. Angel's link is right over here, and I have Angel's link underneath the video in the description box. She is doing a sew along. It's going to be FPP. It's going to be free. And there is another lady joining her, and I don't have her YouTube channel off the top of my head or her name because I've only seen her twice in chat. It takes more than that to sink into this thick skull. But she'll be doing a smaller version on her channel than what Halo is doing. So if you're interested in that and free pattern, go over there and check her out. The pattern will only be free until they finish the sew along. And then it'll be a paid pattern. You know how this works. Everybody does it. Everybody has different times that they set them to be paid. Lisa Capon has some beautiful ones, and she usually puts them up like on Friday and then moves them to her Etsy shop for really cheap on Monday. And if you're not following Lisa Capon, she's another great one. Exclamation Lisa. I'm hoping that's how we have it. Tapped in. Thank you, Sylvia. Sylvia popped in to give a thumbs up before heading out to hospital. Exclamation Lisa. Thank you, Melissa, because we love Lisa Capon. And she is in the country and she bakes, and oh my gosh, woman is a jack of all trades like Melissa. I am warm. It's 50 something. It's just over 50 outside this morning here in the beautiful Ozarks part of Missouri. Alrighty. Now I think, thank you, Sylvia. I think that gets me caught up on my gossip. Let me get a drink of coffee and I'll tell you about what I did yesterday and why this iron is in my hand. It's to keep the other one out. Oh, Lisa C. We had another Lisa. Lisa C. There was another Lisa on Facebook. She did swaps. We had her for a while. Quilt Maker Homestead. There we go. I never can remember the name of her channel. I remember her name. So that's yay. I think it was just to sleep. Thank you. Thank you, Melissa. Melissa has got her channel over here. When I first started, I did one of her blocks as a Halloween block. Is something about the block just drew me to it. And by the way, Angel's blocks that she's doing for the quilt scrappy, she doesn't have a name for it yet. I think you should go vote and put underneath her video, fantabulous scrappy stars, or something to that effect, because she says that word a lot. The centers are going to have different FPPs in them. I can't remember what the size of the star is. You'll have to go check out her pillow video and last week's video. And why don't you watch all of them? It'll be okay. And don't forget, on the 8th of next month, we have our block of the month coming up. Melissa at Practically Creative, Sylvia at UNEFPP, and I. And come the holidays, we're going to have some more stuff going up because we like to do things like that. And hopefully by then, I have got enough money made so I can get Zoom for a year. Because what I did, it's a little bit of tech talk, just tech talk. I did say that right. And yeah, I saw that, Melissa. You're good. Nightbot also got it when you put in the C. Collaborations are super fun, yes, and I enjoy them over the holidays, especially. I really look forward to them. But anyway, Melissa had Zoom the first year that we were all doing YouTube. This is our third? Is it third? Fourth? I don't know. Anyway. Oh, Sylvia got it. Oh, I thought it was you, Melissa. Oh, Sylvia, thank you. I'm sorry, giving credit to the wrong person. Good morning, Deborah. Deborah is here. But Melissa had it the first year, and then her country internet went wonky and all that stuff, and she's let it go. And I thought, well, it's only fair that one of us do it. And since Sylvia has that old tech, by the way, we're doing a crowdfunding thing for Sylvia if you're interested. We should put, Melissa, if you're where you can, and try not to give you too much work, would you put your short at the top and so I can pin it for Sylvia's crowdfunding that we're doing for her new iPad, a new or refurbished or new iPad. Melissa and I are trying to get some crowdfunding going. She's got a few donations, and I can't donate until I'm done paying off my bills. But since it is for her birthday and anniversary next year, we've got all year to do it. Heading out. See you later, Sylvia says. Thank you, Sylvia, for stopping in, and prayers that they get that infusion going and it's going smoothly, not okay. So on the 8th of the month, though, we have our block of the month right now, and it will be up at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, and 2 p.m. UK time. I got them all. So proud of us. Thank you for the link. I am going to pin this to the top. Pin message. There we go. So now the crowd. Oops, I scrolled over other stuff. The crowdfunder is moved to the pinned comment at the top of the chat box if you're interested. It's also on our pages somewhere or another. So be watching out for that. We're going to get all that done. Love doing collabs with my friends and so on with my friends on live. We are very entertaining people. Very. Translation in Southern, be careful means I love you, Practically Creative said to Sylvia. That's true. Okay, so today I got this off of that Line program, and there is a link to it underneath. It is an affiliate link. As I said, there are affiliate links. I got this off of the Vine program. It is for stuffed animals. I'm not going to unpin this, but it's a huge pocket. I did not measure it. It's a huge pocket. And my daughter-in-law I'd seen a Days of the Week one, and she said she would love that for baby girl or toddler. And I hadn't seen another one come up, but I saw this come up, and I thought, you know what? I can make that into one, and it's pink. The other one was gray, I think. And I can add the days of the week. This is just Heat and Bond No Sew. It's in the red package. I don't know what I did with my package when I took this out of it a couple days ago, but it's in the red package. You do not sew it. You put it on the fabric, cut your letters out, scan and cut, Cricut, work. I don't have those, so I cut them out by hand yesterday. And then you just tack them down with your iron on low, just a few seconds. Ask how I know. I'll show you how I know. You can actually see this. You can see through this. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing through that. Yep. I messed that up. And I don't want to recut those letters, but I'm going to put a piece of fabric or something behind it. Maybe it won't look so bad. So anyway, I was using this iron, and I'll tell you something I know about this iron. I've had it for a while, and when it says high, it means high. Sometimes low means high on it, which is great when you're piecing and quilting, you got those pieces, but when you need it on synthetic, that is not good. And I may have had it up too high for too long on the spot. It takes seconds, like 4. So anyway, I got this thing out. There is a link underneath to this, I believe. Got it on Amazon as just see if I like it. I think I got it for a present for myself one year. I put it on one, and I'll show you here in a minute because I've still got some to put on. I used it to tack them down, and it worked without destroying anything. That's what I did on the rest of these letters. That Wednesday is kind of iffy. I may have to take a green cloth marker and fill that in because baby girl's only a toddler, but that's going to be kind of hard to see. Now I'm looking in the camera, the D too. Well, doggone. I may have to do more like that. That's okay. But first, I'm going to take the binding. All right. Give me some room, people. Just a second. I got stuff sitting around me, so I don't forget to review it. Pardon me. Red package heat and bond will gum up your needle. Yes, do not sew it. No sew. Great for things that are rarely washed or won't be washed. And this actually has a piece of cardboard in it right here, so I wouldn't wash it. I wouldn't put it in the dryer for very long if you did, because like I melted stuff. Yeah, be careful. Our lives can go anywhere, including the wonky donkey singing. You did that on purpose because I was thinking it. You psychic, knock it off. I learned that when I turn from the mic, it doesn't pick me up as well, so I need to stop that. So I took a piece of binding. I got this binding again off Amazon because it was cheap, and I wanted some pre-made binding. I think it was like $14. This is a 1/4 inch. I opened it up because I wanted it wider. Get your coffee, Deborah. Deborah needs coffee. Get it, girl. I opened it up. I didn't press it, which I probably should have. Didn't press it. I'm going to sew down one edge and then down the other edge, putting it right down the middle to make these into separate pockets. They are very good sized pockets. I mean, stick my arm in there. I think it's more than sufficient for long time use. So to find that middle, I pulled it apart. This took some talent. I said some. Don't overreact. Pulled it apart, and then I moved my fingers to where I got that flat and pinned it. Probably could have used double-sided tape here. I have I heard a thump behind me. A 9014, oh, it was outside, needle, and I don't think I want to start at this side. This side's acting up a little bit. So start this side, which means I'm going to 9014 needle, universal. I changed it this morning to make sure that I knew what I was using. I'm going to cut this off. I bent that pin when I was putting it in. Go figure. I'm going to cut that off there. And a little bit. Could have used another 1/2 inch there. My pin real quick, just to get started. I should have put more pins in this, but it was a pain and I didn't want to. I'm just going to fold that raw edge under. Tracy is here. Moderator Tracy, exclamation. Tracy will give you all the information you need to know about Tracy. So I've got this in the center. I'm going to tuck it under. I hope that's not a moderator. I don't know where I put my phone. Just a second. Make sure it's not my husband. But I need to try. Apparently, I have a. Just a second. I've got a alarm going off pretty soon. We don't want that. Okay, I give up. It's going to go off and they're going to have to turn it off. I don't. What am I, mischief maker and cause chaos? What I am, a mischief maker and cause chaos. I know, right? Keep your chaos creators closer. So I'm just going to guesstimate the center. I'm going to start on this side because I've got the, what you call it? Words are hard in the morning. There we go. That's too far over. The 8th marker right here on my foot. We're going to get you closer. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Don't look out my window. I am not tearing that down yet. Well, my husband is going to tear it down. Well, if I tear it down, he's going to replace it. And there's a burn ban right now because we are in a drought. I keep hoping for rain. Okay. Watching from car. Hi, JC from Canadian.4 Canadian. I can't talk. It says my. Learn to read, woman. Talking to myself, just so you know. So there is an 8th right here on my 1/4-inch foot. We're going to get closer because I don't like that. I don't think you can see it. Okay, there's an 8th right here on my 1/4-inch foot. And this is the 1/4 on my 1/4-inch foot. I'm going to use this 8th and go down this side of my open binding. Yeah, we're high tech like that. We moved the camera. Wait. Okay. I've got this pinned in the center. It kind of had a center line on it from where it was folded, but I did try to figure that out better. So I'm going to drop my needle. I've got this foot lined up against the edge. Why am I beeping? What is beeping? Stop beeping. Oh, I know what it is. I'm hitting my iron. Let's unplug that. That little iron, when I hit the thing over here, it beeps at me. That is a thoroughly bent pen. It took me a long time to do that. I think I've had these for a couple of years now. I like them. Also links underneath. I think that goes to halos. I think that's where they go to. 1, 2. I've got it on 1 for this machine. It's a Brother CP60X. My stitch length is 2.0. I could take it down. In fact, I'm going to take it down. I'm just going to go to a 1.8. I could just do a top stitch length, which is a 4, but I want it to kind of reinforce this also. Good morning, Deb. Good morning, Angel. Hey, hey, hey. Hear me talking about you. Pug Mama in the house, Angel says. And I've already tried to mess this up. Okay, we're just going to go. Going to back stitch. I'm trying to remember which machine I'm on. I did get my cabinet over here cleaned off, so I could get my machine permanently on it. Now I need one for my serger. Why are we making that ticking noise at me this morning? And I'm going to take my time. Because I have to resituate quite often. I probably should have used double-sided tape. Tracy would have told me to use double-sided tape, I'm sure. I've got it. Few stitches. Did that catch that? Nope, that did not catch that. So Well, we're going to do it again in a second. I'm just going to go up to this one then, so I can fix what I just did. Not close enough to the edge. First time, because when we try something new, we should do it live. Look at that. I'm going to have to order some more pins. I was absolutely awful on these things. I do it every time I get pins, but I was going to go straight down, but now I need to fix what I just did. So I'm just going to turn around. And I will fix it when I get to the top of the other side. When I get back to the top. Just turn it around. Wow. That's not how that was supposed to go. Okay. I should take that out. Okay, now I'm going to try to get right on that edge, which I should have done in the first place. I'll go back and I'll take the center one out so it doesn't look bad after the live. Really, it's more like a 1/16 of an inch. I don't know what I was doing. Let's see if I got it that time. Nope, I got it that time. Can you see this line right up here? Hang on, I'm going to move the camera. Ooh, I'm going to take the center one out. There we go. I'm not the straightest sewer. I have no idea what happened here. I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to take this one out and just have this line up here. That's going to be after live. Okay, trying to go slow so we don't make it. That would be a great spot for a twin needle. I haven't tried the twin needle. You're right. Melissa said that. Melissa is correct. I agree. I haven't tried the twin needle, and I should, because we like to try new things, even if we don't succeed. Okay. Well, and there went my iron. That's why I was trying to keep this area free from stuff. See if I can get you guys, because we're not really that close, are we? Sorry about that. Camera's going to focus. I see my name again. Just run a third line down and leave the extra line. Looks intentional. I had thought about that. So now I'm just trying to get as close to this as I can, because clearly over here, plan A didn't work. Nope. Why is that acting weird? Oh, it's not. I had a loose thread. And if I say ow, I have stuck myself. And you could actually make this whole thing with some mesh. This is not stretchy mesh. This mesh that they use has no stretch to it. Just a little bit right there, just a little. It's not like the by Annie's. And let's see, what is that? That would be a 1-inch piece of elastic, just folded over. And then a 1-inch binding folded over. So looks like about a 1/2 inch there and a 1/2 inch here. Didn't have a good experience with twin needles, Deborah says. Third line will also give it extra strength on the pockets. Thank you. Tracy says, I almost said Teresa. Don't know who that is, but you could make this from scratch if you wanted to, if you had the materials. And this back here, it's just a little bit heavier than the garden fabric. I know we know what that's called. I can't remember what it's called. The garden fabric that I got, the liner from Dollar General, is just a little bit thicker than that. And you could use any piece of fabric you wanted, but why would you use a beautiful piece of fabric if you're not going to see it? It takes a minute of practice to guide a twin needle. Landscape fabric. Thank you, Melissa. Oh, if I don't write it down to say it, I can't remember it. And now I'm just pulling it as straight as I can and keeping it as centered as I can. This is a little bit difficult because, you know, y'all have to share the space. Angel, I was telling them about your quilt along that you've got going. And I can't remember the other person's name. I apologize for that. I have to see it more times to stick it in my memory. Oops, I went wonky. Got in a hurry. Sorry. I really don't think they'll notice. I have bent every one of these pens. That's going to have to be on my... After I pay off the tech stuff that I just got, that's going to have to be on my link. And by the way, I don't remember if I said it at the beginning. Angel, I did try that editing program last week. It would load on this computer, and I don't need OBS to run it to record to. I can record straight to my computer from my camera and upload them from there. There's a lot of playing I need to do to learn it, though, because it's different than the one I was using. I was thinking the other night, it's like, you know, when you rub your head and pat your tummy and then try to turn it, because I think weird things. But it is a lot like it. I was doing some comparisons of the free versions of video editing because either I'm going to have to pay for Filmora. I can get the lifetime though, or I'm going to have to learn a different free one because I am not a fan of that watermark they put through the middle of my video at the time. It was just what I could do, so you know what we can do. Pulling this to make sure this is still center. I think these are popular right now. And if you got a shoe one, oh gosh. Okay, so I just thought about this. Vicki Holloway of My Creative Corner 3. Thank you. I did get the intro blog up on our website last week. Yay! Tomorrow the first pattern will drop on website with video. That is from Halo Inspirations. If you haven't subscribed to her, her link is over here. It's down below in the description because we love her. Please catch. Okay, it looks like it caught there. Now I'm just turning it to come towards me so I can go back down the other side. Now I'm going to get as close to that side as I can again so I catch all the layers of my fabric. Turning it towards me. Oh, thank you, Melissa. DaVinci wouldn't load. It wouldn't, when I tried it the first time you told me about it, it wouldn't load in my other computer, but my husband's computer that he gave me is upgraded, and I hadn't tried it since I upgraded to his computer. I had the Filmora on, and so there was no need. I had it paid for. But since Filmora aggravates me, although I do know how to use it, I thought I would try the DaVinci again. And so I loaded it. It loaded just fine. First try. Now I just have to learn to use it. Hear that ticking? That ticking tells me I'm doing more fishing than letting the feed dogs do it. Unless my bobbin's almost empty, and it was a full one when I got it put in this morning. You probably can't hear the ticking because this mic is just that good. The more I push, the more ticking there is because I shouldn't be doing that. I should be letting the feed dogs do it, although on this fabric it's kind of hard. So don't worry about it. And apparently I can't sew a straight line to save my life. You see me going sideways constantly. But you know what? When it's full of clothes, nobody will know. Nobody will know. Angel says, love you too. It's wonderful. It isn't a recording software, just editing. Yeah. And that's what I was using Filmora for. It wasn't for recording. It was just editing. I was having trouble figuring out how, because I thought I needed to get it in a different format to put it in DaVinci. And the MP4 that I record in is the right format. It took me a while to figure that out. You know, a smaller needle probably wouldn't have hurt. Using a universal 9014, 8012 would have been okay too. And you could use your quilting. There's a word for it. Quilting foot is the only thing I can come up with. I'm about down to where I messed up at in the first place. That's okay. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to do a big back stitch because I can. Lift my needle. You can see where I've done it on both sides. Hopefully we've caught everything. I'm not going to pull my threads back. I'm just going to cut them because I did a back stitch which locks it. So I am told. Cut those off. Now we have our pockets separated. And by the way, what I was going to say earlier, and I think I interrupted myself, if you had a piece of mesh and one of the, like a 24 pocket or 12 pocket shoe ones, and you wanted bigger pockets, you could take that piece of mesh, put it over it, attach it on either side, and run this down the center still. Don't bite your tongue. Don't bite your tongue, Deborah. Biting your tongue hurts. Not that I would know because I've never been like, yeah, I have. That was just that you could totally make the pockets bigger for a 24 one. And then you could have like socks. You could put your socks or your, you know, personal things in the little pockets. You can put some hair clips on here. You can put a binder clip. If you're like me and you use ponytail holders, whoops, not this binder clip. This one's too big. You can put a binder clip on here and grab a ponytail holder and have it there all the time. Look right there on the floor. So I was thinking there's lots of things you can do with this. And okay. I'm going to scoot this back. Close your eyes. A little bit late. I know. And get you back up a little bit. And refocus. There we go. What was I going to say about this? It clearly wasn't important. Let me get my little pressing mat. Show you how these letters go on. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I was not a fan of the overdoor things until I put one in the nursery for the baby we're expecting. And oh my gosh, whoever did that was very intentional. They had pockets on the side, big pockets here that were sturdy. And I'll have to get a picture of it. I'm sure it's somewhere. Oh, Deborah says, I bit my tongue so hard yesterday that it doesn't like my hot coffee going to my, going to be an interesting day. Yuck. Ow. Melissa says, I hope it heals fast. Coleen suggested that I use a shoe holder for leggings and t-shirts because hanging things on hangers kills my shoulders. It works great. Yay. Finished sewing my scraps together. Deborah says, wow, and you did that all by hand. You should share that on Melissa and Sylvia's Facebook. And tell them I said so. All right, so I'm going to show. I struggled with getting this mirrored because the only things I could find that would actually mirror it, my words, which means instead of going M to Y, it goes M to Y backwards, like this. And Melissa said, Cricut or the Brother Canvas, which I have the Brother Canvas already signed into. So I did that, and I figured out how to do it, turn it around and everything, but you can't print it unless you have a subscription, or I don't think it's a subscription. I think it's you need one of their devices attached to the program to be able to do that. Oh, no, so just sorry. And I think I missed something up here. I'm sorry. And I think Melissa said it. Let's see. Okay, this is my jam learning new software, or that is my jam learning new software. Ever says. Chat GPT is awesome. I'm also thought about getting the paid version of that. The free version is working just fine though, because I am a horrible writer. I am a horrible writer. I don't spell well. I don't punctuate well. I write like a talk, kind of all over the place. But so that's helping me with reviews. Anyway, okay, let's get back to this. Focus, Coleen. I wanted this mirrored because I was going to print it out on the paper side of my heat and bond. I wrote no sew on that because I don't know what I did with packaging. And I actually did it wrong. Then it worked twice. After I printed that, I was like, oh, shoot, I was going to mirror it. So I go in to mirror it. I can't figure out how to mirror it. I find the Brother Canvas I can mirror it on, but I don't have a device, so it's not going to let me do it. So I had to copy and paste from not Vista, Canva free one. I put the words on there, and then I used my snip on my computer to box it, cut it out, and then I hit save. I saved it into a file. Then I went back and I dropped it into the Canva. I dropped it into Canva, and then I could take the picture part because I saved it as a JPEG. I could take the picture and flip it. So I did that with every day, Monday through Friday. That is how that came about, because I was determined. After getting frustrated the first day, I was like, okay, yesterday I had the brain width to do that. So I turned those all like that. And then I realized it won't print on this now. I can't get it to print on this. Heaven knows why, because it did. It jammed my printer for like a half hour or so. It kept jamming my printer. Even after I taped it to another piece of paper to keep it from doing that, hopefully. Nope, it was still jamming my printer. So then I needed it in regular, not in reverse. And, oh, I was over it. What I did is I cut this out. I put this on my piece of fabric. I don't have a piece of fabric to show you. Put the no-sew on my piece of fabric, just like I did this. Put it here. I put the fabric over. I took this. Has the no-sew on the back of it now. I glued it. I glued it to the no-sew on the back of the fabric like this, because I didn't want to print it again right, because I didn't have it saved like that. And I was like, oh, I'm so over this. So if I just put it on and turn it the right way, I could have done it like this. Glued it to my fabric, cut all those out. I could have done it like that. I've done that before. Sorry, I missed your question, Melissa. I was driving, but you found her link. Thank you. Oh, and thank you for sharing the link. Free Chat GP will answer some of those tech questions. It does, and it helped me decide which editor I wanted to do and which live stream for groups I wanted to use, because for the price, Zoom is actually the best. It doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. That's okay. I don't want a lot of bells and whistles to have to deal with. So, and it's cheaper than a year subscription. I do a year subscription. So anyway, if you want to print it this way on a piece of paper, glue it, cut them out, just remove the backing and set them down. Oops, that one's coming up. Let's fix that. Pardon me, I threw my iron in the floor again. That's the thing about this little iron. I have a heck of a time trying to keep it where I need it. I've got me some clips that I need to use. I have a power strip connected to the leg of my desk up here because it's easier on my back. And like I said, this just needs to be on 1, turn on 1. It'll stop blinking when it's warm. And what? We're going to be a little bit safer. We're just going to put that right there. Stay. And what? That's Thursday. So I'm going to get Tuesdays. I cut all of these out by hand. And the no-sew is on the back. And I have a little, I treated myself one year to, there's an E there, to this little thing. It was on sale at Fat Quarter Shop. Tweezers. It works great. If you get, first piece of paper is just the one I glued to it. But when you pull it off, the back, you can see that shiny part. The red package is called Ultra. Thank you, Angel at Halo Inspirations. Now, I saw on Amazon they had like a little package. It was 12 by, I don't remember what it was, but if you wanted to try it in a little bitty package, that would be the way to go. I'm not sure. I didn't look to see if Halo has it. I usually look at these things. It's not something I was going to use a lot of. I just wanted to see what the difference was. Making sure that's got the shiny stuff on it. Yeah, I'll only do one of these. This is going to take a while. But I was trying to see what the difference was, and they're like, that's no-sew. Don't sew it. It will ruin your needle. It'll gum up your machine. And I'm like, okay, don't got to tell me twice about that. I trust you. But I did get the Heat and Bond Light by the yard from Halo, because there are times that I'm going to do applique. And that is the way to go. Friends telling me Lisa Capon said so. I was just like being stubborn, didn't want to buy it. It's not that expensive. Okay. So it just took a minute to get all these off with those tweezers. I tried picking them off, even with my nails, I couldn't get them. Now the fun part. I don't have the smaller package. They usually come 1.25 yards by 20 yards. Yes. Okay. Halo says she doesn't have the smaller package. It's cheaper to buy it by the yard. Unless you're just wanting to try it. There was like $1 something. I think I put a link below just because it was $1 something. But if you're going to buy it by the yard, by all means, please, Halo has it. It's a better deal if you get it from your local quilt shop online, do the math. If you hold this too long, it will ruin the synthetic. And it only takes a couple of seconds. There. Now it's down. And I'm just guessing. Now I had my nice pressing mat or pressing sheet over this when I did that to that down there, and I was like, oh yay, but I'm not using it with this because it's harder for me to see. I'm going to kind of lay it out so I can somewhat get the center. Nobody's going to care if I get the center. And I found doing them one at a time is easier than trying to do them all. We've got the letters. I'm using this up here. Let's go down again. Close your eyes. Ooh. No, my nails aren't perfect. This is not a nail show. Just letting you know. Okay, open your eyes. I'm using this right here kind of as my guide, and then just guessing on the sides as to where the center might be. It just takes a touch. That's all it takes to get that down. I knew that was going to go off. No, nobody cares. And you can put them wonky and just say you're being creative. That's what I was going to do at first. And then I decided to try harder. My husband's always telling me what's going to be on my epitaph. She was a sickly woman, as his usual go-to. I'm just thinking, try harder. Kept trying. Hands are a fight. I'm just doing a really quick count to 4. Gets it down. And you could be as finicky as you want to with this. And I have got one of the shoe organizers holding these and webbing. It's on the back of my door because it's the one that I got from the haul and it's broke. But it's fine. Nobody sees it. I just picked a font that I liked, by the way, and I printed it. I printed it in very light gray to save ink. I'm going to have to go back in here and use some of my fabric markers, maybe to outline it a little bit. I thought I was so clever when I used this fabric. And actually, this is scrap. It's not scraps, really. 2-inch strips that Dawn over at My Quilt Project gifted me. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, and I was looking for fabric for this, and I didn't want to cut into a half yard or a fat quarter or something to do this. I only did 8 inches because it's just the width of a sheet of fabric. So I just got me some 8-inch strips, put the heat and bond on it, then cut it, 2 inches? Then got my letters on it. It was 56 here I think it was 56. It was 50 something here when I got up. Bought a whole box of heat and bond light. It popped up like $50 when I went, score, yeah? Shoot. Well, when I started doing the mouth and I found it over at Halo's, I was like, that is so much cheaper. And I'm going to have to get back to that too. I was doing applique and I was like, that's such a better deal, even with the shipping. And she has $5 flat rate shipping. No, I'm not an affiliate. No, I'm not. No. Anything per se. See, I went wonky right there. It's all right. You know what? I'm going to get my colored markers and see if I can fix that. But it just takes seconds to get those down. And it's no-sew. It shouldn't come off for a long time. Let's see if I can get my markers and fix that after I turn this off. Hey, Angel, I am still looking for... Ooh, let's try the glitter markers. Are they fabric friendly? Water-based, translucent, fine point. Cards, crafts, colorful projects, water. What else do I got? Oh, I have these. I like these. These are to color on. These are to pour out all over the drawer. These are to color on rocks. They're metallic. I put them in this one just because they were easier to hold. So I just dumped them out all over me. I like the plastic pin holders. Keeps them to where I can grab them easily and dump them out. Let's see what these can do. Yep, we'll be going into hibernation soon. Why are we hibernating? Oh, because it's cold. Now this is for a toddler right now. I think that's better. It should stay on the fabric piece instead of the mesh backing, the landscape backing. And you could have even drawn this on this. I don't have a steady hand. I'm trying very hard to keep my hand steady. I've got my wrist leaning against this, my fingers leaning against this. I don't have a steady hand. And this is not the exact same color of blue. In fact, it doesn't look blue at all to me. And you could make it bigger and sew it to this right here if you wanted to. I was just going for fast and easy on a live. So we get the color and sew. And no sew. Doing it all today. I don't think I finished my sentence. If you know of a wireless keyboard and mouse that are really good, I would love to hear about it. I thought I had that figured out. I don't. It did not work for me. Okay. Now that Tuesday is easier to see. Look at that. Let's fix, while we're at it, let's go ahead and fix the Wednesday, because that one was really bugging me. Kind of, it's too light. Melissa was saying, and I thought that was, after she said it, I didn't see it before. This is a dot fabric, a large dot. And she's like, it looks like the cow print that daughter-in-law likes. And I was like, oh, I didn't see that. Okay, yeah. No, I'm very happy with it. We were brainstorming. She was helping me brainstorm. The ladies were thinking solid colors. So, you know, if they don't know their words, the one in the green pocket, teach them colors. If you need my attention, please do exclamation COLEN. It will get my attention. It brings it up in orange for me, and it will work on any device as long as you do it in chat. Well, it's live. And I apologize that it takes me a while to get back to my comments sometimes. Whoops. I need to put that on a schedule so I remember to check it, because it doesn't go to my email like most do, because I share the email with my husband and that drove him nuts. My husband, by the way, has been streaming every day since we got Starlink on Twitch. And that is not what I usually call it. He doesn't have a lot of followers or anything. He streams games. World of Warcraft, it seems like right now, is the game. I think I could have done a better job of centering this one. And if you've got stencils, I would put the letters on a strip of fabric, then sew to the holder. That's what I was thinking. Put them like on a strip. And and these are kind of small, so if you wanted it bigger, you could put it on the pocket. Just take the arm. If you've got a domestic, just take this piece off, and it makes it a free arm. But you don't have to have that to do it. You can fight with it and still get it done on other types of machines. Yeah, I'm concentrating on coloring. And these markers are permanent. They're acrylic rock markers. They work on fabric. At least they're supposed to be permanent. Melissa, does yours still have marker on it? I'm pretty sure this is what I use for hers. The more I do, it's harder to control my hand. So we're getting there. No rush. Now, Minnie Mouse is the theme of the room, but I think this will go in because I think the pink will match. And hey, I'll cut out Minnie Mouse and I'll sew them to each pocket if I got to. Says that Grandma made it. There we go. Let's see if that worked better now, though, when I hold it up. Yep. Now you can see the Wednesday. It doesn't get lost in the lightness of the back. Oh. Somebody was drinking and sewing. No, kidding. I am going to do that last one because I want to get it over with. Let's do this last one. Thursday, it's a big word. Oh, stinking hands. My quilt is the precious. Yes, it's precious. I said it like gum. It doesn't get washed unless it's filthy. I don't think most quilts do. Mine don't. Am I wrong? I hope they hold up, but you know. And any quilt I make, I wash it like I wash anything else. Warm water and then throw it in the dryer. Because I don't have time to babysit my laundry. Okay, I do have time. I just don't want to. I've never been that girl. I also discovered that some of my tops that are, I call them flouncy fabrics that are supposed to be hand wash or dry clean only, I put in the mesh laundry bags and I throw them in with the rest of the wash. I haven't learned one yet. Pretty sure they're like a rayon or something. I don't know. I ain't hand washing them. Used to do that. Got over that real quick. They go in just like the rest of my colored laundry. If I'm feeling very scared, I will put them on delicate. Throw them in by themselves, but still I ain't hand washing. You need to stop. I wondered if I would ever get to use these tweezers. Apparently, yes. And I don't know what I'm doing next week. I imagine I have another project that I should be doing for Kids House. So easy. Deborah says, yay, now that I have gotten a few swallows of coffee in me, it seems to have taken some of the soreness out. Good. I don't know what I'd do if I couldn't drink my coffee. I was going to go donate plasma today, and I was like, no, I need coffee this morning. Besides that, it doesn't look so bad right there. And actually, right in the center where they did the sticking, sorry if this is too much information, that's what we do. It's fine. Throw those away. I move these a lot when I'm putting them on, so I don't lose them. I don't have do I have a yellow? That's a brown. I don't have a yellow. The world is going to come to an end now. Oh, wait, I do. That's not the right color. That's kind of orange. Doggone it. Hang on a second. Let's look in my drawer. I have more fabric markers. And I think when I got these, boy, I can match anything right there. Right there. That'll match. Yay. Okay. I got these on Vine. And I got these on sale. And I have a problem with pretty markers. I know. But hey, I'm finally using them, and some of them have had for 2 years now. Oh no, don't fight me going back in. All right. I'm gonna put this back on one because it's where it worked. Let's see. Any questions, comments, ideas for improvement? Like Deborah had for doing it on a piece of fabric and then putting it on there. I also thought about applique. Yep, I put them again. But like I said, on a live, I just thought, no. I want easy. I want fast because I've got a lot of things I need to get to. I've got a pressing mat under here. I'm not even going to lay them out on top this time. Scoot you back just a little bit. Sorry about that. Yeah, you can see the chat over here. Anything interesting and you're getting the replay, just click that chat down and you can check it out along with all the links. My moderators, by the way, if I haven't said I appreciate you, I appreciate you. Wednesday, Thursday. I think this is turning out really well, except for that piece that I have to fix. And I'm just going to put a piece of fabric behind it, I think. I might even use the heat and bond no-sew to do that with. Okay, somebody who's used it a lot, tell me, couldn't I put the heat and bond no-sew on the front of the fabric, then put the fabric up against the back of this? I think it just takes a second. One is the lowest heat. I have lots of markers, Deborah says. They're so pretty. That you didn't get cut out very well. That's all right. See, my car quilt is the only one that gets washed often, Deborah says. You know, I have gotten a few oh, I saw that already. Sorry, Deborah. And then Melissa says, ugh, I got in my car yesterday and found big boxes all in the back. Hubby isn't happy that those boxes landed in the carport as soon as I got home. I need to clean my car out. I got an organizer for my car. I got a tissue holder that goes on the back headrest for my car, so I didn't have to keep digging for it. I need to get a trash can that I can put on the headrest. I need to make one because mine keeps turning over because it's a coffee can. And you can, and in fact, that's basically what these are. They're in the black, and you could use the black landscape fabric from Dollar General. And why am I talking about that? Because it's cheap and it doesn't always do pretty fabric. And if you've got a black interior, oh, that's upside down. That's okay. Interior, that's perfect. You could add pockets to it. You could add a piece of fabric across it. Leather is very popular in those. A black piece of faux leather. Y'all, I like organizing. The more organized things are, the easier they are for me to clean. And this little iron, they have them at Walmart. They have them, I think they have them lots of places actually. Some Michael's, I'm pretty sure has them here in the States. This one I got from Amazon. I'm pretty sure I got it on sale because it's just what I do. I'm frugal. Oh, make one. Lauren Mormino has a great one, Tracy says. Oh, I need to find that. We all appreciate your moderators. Thank you, Deborah. What? Well, I don't know what I said. I don't know what I said that Halo's saying. What? LOL, toothpick. Melissa says, I hate having stuff in my car. Me too. There's a couple things that I need to keep in there. I have an umbrella that stays in there. I have a phone holder that goes in my cup holder if I need directions because we don't have a newer car. No, that wasn't too bad. It's a little bit off, but so is Wednesday, so we're good. That was a quick, whoops, that didn't stay on. And that's why I did that. Tracy said that Lauren Mormino had one, and I'm pretty sure exclamation Lauren is in here. She should be. I almost held that down too long. Let's not do that again. I already have one place to fix. Shut that off. Don't put it on 2. It also works on 2 without running it, but I just, after messing it up, better safe than sorry. Please stay there. I'm going to color around these real quick with my other marker. Tracy, I have the car trash can pattern. I will send it to you. It was a free pattern. Oh, thank you. Perfect. I think my mic went sideways a little bit. Yes, exactly. The more organized you are, the easier it is to stay tidy. Dee Dee says, I don't get your attention, girlfriend. It really is. And although I'm not the biggest, wow, that matches exactly. You want to see closer? Let's see closer. Forgot to say I'm moving. That matches exactly. A little bit dark, but that's dry. Thank you so much, Tracy. And my big tidy up, I'm telling you, she keeps me going. What was it she did last Friday? I always find something inspiring that she's done. And I usually comment. Didn't last Friday. What was it that I don't remember now. I have drawn a complete blank, which is very unusual for me. But Dee Dee has been very helpful getting my brain going and organizing to help my kids get, they're renters. So you can't really do much permanent putting things away. I got some under the bed organizers. They unzip and become double height for the really tall beds. And oh my gosh, I'd never seen those. I got that online. So if I share it, I'll have to put a link. And it's so shit. My hands like these markers better too because they're thicker. Easier for my hand to hang on to. I'm not trying to get that small. I say that and then my hand starts twitching to get that small pin in. There we go. I love it. And the free pocket could be weekend clothes. The free pocket could be, let me get you up. Close your eyes. Stuffed animals. The free pocket could be, leggings, anything you want. And this down here, this one is put on there so it's really long, and this actually touches the floor, so easily they can put in stuffed animals and take them out by themselves. And you've got an extra pocket. I'll fix that after the live. I'm so not happy about that. That's what happens if you put the iron on too long, in case you missed it. But you've got every day of the week. And these come with the hangers. This one has extra long hangers, like I said, so it'll go on the floor. These will be too tall for toddler. She's almost bigger than a toddler now. Toddler right now, but that's okay because Mama's going to be in these. She can get to that bottom one and put stuff away for herself. And I'm telling you, let me get you up back. FaceTime with me. And if you like that, walk away. Can you put in your Discord invite link? I think I can. It has been a long time since I've done that. Where is my invite link? Invites. There we go. Here's a list of active. Create one. There we go. It is good for 7 days. And if I find troublemakers in there, just like my chat, I am not afraid to block and kick out because I'm that person. I like a happy zone. And if I find somebody is causing chaos and unhappy feelings towards other people, I will kick them out. I think you can. I think I changed you to where you can. Okay, pattern is posted in Patterns tab. Great. So we can all get the pattern on the Discord. And I was going to say, I love that. I love how that worked out. And as soon as I fix this down here, I'll love it too. That is just huge. It is like the length of my arm. And it's this one, this particular one. Okay, this thing usually runs $20. I got it on the Vine program, so I'm paying tax on it. I didn't pay for it. That $20 is average and that I could see potential in it. And this one comes with bars that go across here to steady it, which is unique from all the things that I've gotten. The bars is unique, and I like that. So that should really help Mama and baby girl in this on the floor. Okay, why is my phone going off? Is it one of you? Oh, it's probably don't have Discord. Boo hoo. Deborah says, I didn't say boo hoo. Deborah did. I was not mocking. Oh, okay. What happened? My phone did an update yesterday and I couldn't turn it off. Oh, well, it's not in here. It must be in Discord. I was seeing, making sure my husband wasn't texting me because things happen at his work. It's not a safe place. Well, it's safe, but it's factory. I still have to. Oh, there she is. Yay. Thank you, Coleen. Thank you, Deb, for coming. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Got the pattern posted in there, and I'll get that pattern and a link to Lauren's tutorial that I assume she did. She has tutorials and everything. I'm pretty sure. I will get those and I will put them on my community tab. There's always a community link underneath my videos. Probably the first sentence on there is check out my community tab because I put things there because I don't have Facebook. I don't have Instagram. I have Discord. It's a small private group of people that we trust and that get along. And that's what I'm going to say about that. Anyway. Tracy says, I even hacked that trash can pattern to be able to use it in my house. Took off the straps and put a D-ring tab on it. See, I need Tracy's help with thinking like that because my mind does not automatically do that for patterns like the trash can and purses, and bags. I can do that with quilts and quilt blocks. I could do things like that. Let's see. Don't forget to thumbs up, please. Melissa says, thank you very much. And she's adding more links over here. Look at that. I'm on it today. So you guys can check everyone out. Thank you, moderators. And if you're in a chat, don't forget to thank your moderators. And don't miss Mom and Pop. See, I did not forget. Don't miss Mom and Pop. They are on after me at 10 Central, 11 Eastern. Am I going to have to do that in UK time? 3 UK time? Have a great day, everyone, Dee Dee says. And don't miss Angel's share tomorrow for her quilt along, sew along. Not sure what she's calling it. M and ampersand P. There you go, Melissa. Thank you so much. I changed it for Sylvia's Brian, and then Sylvia didn't show up. What are we going to do with her? I was going to say something. Okay. Dee Dee puts up cleaning, organizing, decluttering. Trust me, you got to watch her and think. Just think what you could do with the knowledge that you learn. She drops videos at 5 o'clock, and she has some shorts going up too that you don't want to miss. Fast information in short form. And we're all saying goodbye in the chat. Thank you so much for joining me. And thank you for checking out this idea. And if you've got ideas, hacks, whatever on the shoe storage and things like that, I've got vinyl it's made for mouse pads, gaming mouse pads that are like huge, but I've got vinyl in those. It keeps them really nice. In fact, I'd like the longer one, but and I've got the shoe one that holds different kinds of interfacing, stabilizer, my heat and bonds. And then I've got the one that holds these and some other things. And I've got them kind of hidden. But only, you see two of them and they're not that bad. They're in a back room because my mind cannot take that chaos. So they stay in the back room. Behind a door. Fine. So there's lots of things in your space and great for babies. Oh my gosh. I've got baby brain. Shoe storage ideas is so useful everywhere. And leggings, those big pockets, leggings, who wants to go through those? I had them folded in a nice little square thing, and then I folded them in a drawer because I was having to dig through my square thing. And if I have to dig, I don't want to bother with it. I wasn't they weren't staying up filed like Dee Dee has hers as well as I wanted them to. So I put them in a drawer this way, and that works now. So the filing thing, I love. And my daughter-in-law, oh my gosh, I opened baby girl's drawers to put her laundry away, and I didn't know where anything went. She has such neat little rows with the little drawer organizers, and I was like, oh, she is my people. Okay, thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you got some ideas for your crafting space and hacks for, anything. We'll do it again. And next Tuesday, I have absolutely nothing planned right now. Maybe we'll do that trash can. I think I have to ask Lauren if I can do that trash can. Maybe. I don't know. It depends what it entails, what it has with it, if I've got the stuff to do it, because although I'm getting lots of things from Vine, I'm trying not to buy things. Have a great week. See you over at Mom and Pops, I hope. Thank you for joining. Thank you, lurkers. Thank you for the replays. I appreciate it all. So you're saying son is with a woman like his mommy. Let's not say that out loud again. Melissa, you know I don't read things before I read things. Oh, he told me the other day. This is just chat. When I was over there, I asked him to do something when he had time. I went around doing all the things I was doing, and I rested. After I was done resting, I had time to do it then. And he says, "No, you're just like daughter-in-law. She tells me to do something. She wants me to do it right then. No, I give time to do it. And if it's not done by the time I have time to do it, I will do it. It's just how it is." Hate knowing that. He would hate knowing that. I'm going to have to put that in a short. Marrying someone like Mama. I'm not a good person. Just so you know. Okay, Melissa, we're going to stop before you get me in trouble. I bought the legging hanging storage for my vinyls. Tracy said, smart. Oh, I love seeing what they're doing for storage. Something eventually will click for you if you start watching all of those. Okay. Love you guys. Take care and be the light you hope to see in others. Catch you next week. My sons are both married to gals like me. Do they know? Do they know Melissa?